and welcome to this week's blog. This week I want to talk about why changing our minds about old redundant ideas and negative beliefs is really important in order for us to shift and transform our health and our lives. For so many of us, I observe in myself as well that there's a defining moment for each and every one of us, typically in our younger years. And it is when there's a moment. It could be a stressful moment, it could be something someone said to you, it could be something you heard, and it could have been something that put you into shock. And this made you decide something about yourself and even your circumstances and your life. And when we're young and we grasp onto this idea and we start believing it, that's when we get into trouble. And we repeat and repeat. And thanks to cognitive dissonance, we whatever we're believing, we make true in our environment. And this shows up and mirrors in the people that we surround ourselves with, the decisions that we make, how we show up in our lives, and then eventually the biochemistry that we're firing, and therefore whether we are in growth and repair or degeneration, survival and inflammation. So it impacts your life on multiple different levels. Your ability to be able to shift and transform what you're believing, because sometimes what you're believing about yourself or your situation is true, but sometimes it's old stuff that needs to be looked at again, readdressed, lifted from the subconscious. And we must learn to be able to change our minds continuously about things that we decide about ourselves and our lives, because sometimes we need to change our minds about it. And that's exactly what Bend Like Bamboo is all about, is figuring out what your goals are, what you're believing, and making sure they're aligned. Because when they are, you give yourself the best chance to creating this for yourself, and this also mirrors as more harmony and homeostasis in the body. So it's really important to be able to reassess that for yourself as an individual. And when I work with people in the workplace, and I'm doing a resilience workshop with a team, when you can have more flexibility in your mindset, you have more of a growth mindset, and that has got to come from the top down. And it travels across from the individual, the manager, the CEO, across to the rest of the team. And you need to feel safe enough to be creative. And only when you have the ability and freedom and confidence to be able to try new things, to be innovative, and to be able to make mistakes and learn from them, can you then apply the right feedback to re-strategize, your business. So professionally and personally, it's really important to be able to reassess what you're believing. So check out this week's blog. See you next week.